Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. Breaking news, CM Punk suffers a major injury. Things are going from bad to worse for WWE in relation to their injuries, as it has been confirmed today that CM Punk is legitimately injured. Punk was injured in the annual Royal Rumble match this past Saturday night, and Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer was the first to break the news, and this was then corroborated by a report from PW Insider, which stated, PWInsider.com can confirm that Punk is believed to have suffered a torn triceps during the men's Royal Rumble match. The severity of the tear has not been confirmed, but Punk is believed to be heading towards surgery after an appearance on tonight's Raw. Punk is in Tampa for the show. The belief among sources we have spoken with is that post-surgery, Punk would likely need in the area of 4 to 6 months of recovery and physical therapy. If correct, that would obviously put him out of WrestleMania as a wrestler, and if he gets surgery within the next week, it likely means he wouldn't be able to return to the ring until this summer in a best-case scenario. In relation to where exactly in the Royal Rumble match Punk was injured, PW Insider is claiming that it occurred when Punk took the Future Shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. A review of the match shows that Punk may have been injured taking a double underhook DDT from Drew McIntyre. Punk rolled out of the ring holding his left arm and was seen speaking to a WWE referee following that spot. Punk suffered a torn triceps of his right arm while performing with AEW, so this would be a new injury, not a recurrence of a previous injury. Punk was the final competitor eliminated by Cody Rhodes. It goes without saying, but this has seriously thrown a spanner in the works when it comes to WrestleMania 40. Punk vs. Seth Rollins for the world title was the concrete plan for WrestleMania in April, and even though Rollins himself is injured, it was still expected that the reigning world champion would be in a position to defend the title come early April. The match was likely going to be the main event of Night 1 of the anticipated show, and Rollins was even actively referencing main eventing Night 1 during numerous interviews, so this leaves WWE without one of their planned main event matchups. What does WWE do next? Well, luckily for the company, they're in a position where they have several names up and down the card that are insanely over with the audience. On Raw alone, there are names such as Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Drew McIntyre. Obviously, Rhodes won the Royal Rumble on Saturday and appeared to confirm his plans to challenge Roman Reigns during his post-match antics. This therefore means that the American Nightmare is out of the question for a world title matchup. That is, unless WWE drastically alters their creative direction and believe that Rhodes challenging for the world title makes more sense from a business perspective, yet at this stage, it seems rather unlikely. Fans are already suggesting Gunther should be the one to challenge Rollins at WrestleMania 40. This is a solid option and did appear to be on the drawing board until Punk returned last November. The issue here is that Gunther is still the Intercontinental Champion, meaning that unless Gunther drops the title between now and WrestleMania, the match would be a title versus title showdown. Another major problem WWE may face when it comes to Gunther vs. Rollins is the upcoming Elimination Chamber event. If WWE opt to go with Gunther as the #1 contender, it would be impossible for the Ring General to earn this status at the upcoming Premium Live event. As previously reported last year, Gunther has visa issues, meaning that he is unable to leave the United States. There's been no news in relation to whether or not Gunther has resolved the visa issues. However, based on the names advertised for the show next month, Gunther won't be traveling to Australia. Therefore, how exactly does Gunther become the #1 contender? Does WWE deliver a tournament on TV? It's possible, and this would be an interesting and unique way to deliver some compelling action on the road to WrestleMania. Another option is combining numerous stories and having names such as Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn face Rollins in a triple threat matchup. Both McIntyre and Zayn are worthy world title contenders, and this could be a show-stealing matchup on the grandest stage. Punk being out of action for potentially up to 6 months is a major blow for WWE. Punk, since returning, has made a significant difference to ratings and attendance figures, and he has been consistently their top merchandise seller on a weekly basis based solely on Punk's established history, as well as Punk's social media silence. The injury is going to hit Punk harder than anyone, and it is indeed a concern that this is Punk's third major injury in a short space of time. Punk was the heavy favorite leading into this Saturday's Rumble, and if WWE had booked Punk to win the matchup, then the situation from a creative aspect could have been even worse. The Rumble winner having to relinquish their title opportunity at WrestleMania due to an injury would have been unprecedented territory, and it would have been interesting to witness how Triple H and his team would have handled the situation. With Punk being injured in his first major match back in WWE, will this influence how WWE presents him in the future? Well, some fans on social media have already labeled Punk as injury-prone, and WWE may be reluctant to place a prominent title on Punk, as they simply won't commit to making a wrestler their top champion if the risk of injury seems relatively high. Nevertheless, we here at Wrestlelamia wish Punk a speedy recovery. Hopefully, the former WWE champion can heal up, and by the summer months, WWE and the fan base may be graced by Punk's presence once more. Well guys, there you have it. Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.